Hello, I'm Noah Smith. If you've made it this far, know that you are approaching one of the most sacred moments of your journey as a healer. The awakening of intuition. Intuition is more than just a tool. It is the soul of your gift. It is the purest form of communication with the creative source, and therefore, with truth. In this lesson, we will understand how intuition manifests, how to cultivate it, how to trust it, and how it can completely transform the way you practice energy healing. This is an invitation to deep listening, to tune into something that has always been within you, the quiet voice of the spirit. What is intuition, and why is it essential for the healer? Intuition is direct knowing, without logical reasoning. It is that feeling, vision, or certainty that arises out of nowhere, but carries a profound truth. In the practice of energy healing, it is what allows you to act beyond technique. It shows you where to touch, what to say, when to remain silent, when to intensify the energy, and when to simply hold space. Without intuition, the healer acts mechanically. With intuition, they flow with universal wisdom. Intuition connects you to cosmic intelligence, the one that sees all, feels all, understands all. Intuition, a gift or a trainable skill? This is a common question. I'm not intuitive. Can I learn? The answer is yes, you can and you should. Intuition is like a spiritual muscle. It is present in all of us. But like any muscle, it needs exercise, attention, and trust to grow. What blocks intuition is mental noise, fear of making mistakes, haste, judgment. What strengthens it is silence, presence, practice, and love. Types of intuitive manifestation. You may develop more than one form of intuition, but usually one stands out. Here are the main channels. Clairvoyance. You see images, scenes, colors, or symbols in your mind. Clairaudience. You hear words, phrases, music, or tones internally. Clairsentience. You feel emotions, physical sensations, or subtle vibrations in your body. Claircognizance. You simply know something without knowing how. The key is to observe how your intuition already tries to communicate with you. Intuition is not something to be sought. It is something to be allowed to emerge. How to awaken and train your intuition. Here are powerful practices you can do daily or before healing sessions. Inner silence meditation. Sit comfortably and simply observe your breath. Expect nothing. Just listen to what arises. Often, intuition whispers, and you must quiet yourself to hear it. Intuitive journaling. After meditating, take a notebook and write freely, without thinking. Ask questions like, what do I need to know about myself today? How can I help this person I'm about to treat? You will be surprised by the clarity of the answers. Guided visualization with the creative source. Imagine a golden beam of light coming from the center of the universe to the top of your head. Feel this light expanding through your body, down to your feet, then connecting to the center of the earth. Say mentally, I am aligned with divine wisdom. My intuition is clear, pure, and trustworthy. Energy listening practice. Before starting any healing session, silently ask, what does this person truly need right now? Wait for the answer to arise as a sensation, image, or word. Intuition and spiritual responsibility. Awakening intuition also means embracing a new responsibility, to act with ethics, respect, and discernment. Never impose your insights on another person. An intuitive insight should be offered gently. You can say, I felt something here. Would you like me to share? See if it resonates with you. Intuition is not power over others. It is a channel of service. Real stories of intuition in action. Case 1. The invisible pain, a student named Helena, during a session, felt a tightness in her chest when she touched her client's hand. Even without understanding why, she placed her hands over his heart. He cried deeply. He said he had been emotionally suffocated for months, but couldn't speak. Her touch gave him permission to open up. She didn't know, but intuition knew. Case 2. The call for silence. Carlos, a beginner therapist, heard in his mind, "Just remain silent." He found it strange since he usually began his sessions with explanations and guidance, but he obeyed. He sat in silence for 20 minutes with his client. At the end, the person said, "You have no idea how much I just needed presence and silence." The most common intuition blockages: fear of making mistakes. Intuition doesn't require perfection. It requires trust. You might make mistakes, and that's okay. The important thing is to keep listening. Need for control. When we try to force a response, it hides. Intuition is free. It blooms in surrender. Lack of spiritual practice. Without interconnection, intuition weakens. Consistent practices, meditation, prayer, nature, breathwork, refine your channel. Intuition as a compass for your purpose. When you begin to listen to your intuition, not only your healing sessions are transformed, but your entire life changes. You begin to perceive who to connect with, which paths to avoid, what decisions to make with your heart, not fear, what your true purpose is. Being intuitive is living in alignment with your soul's plan. Practice. Intuitive activation ritual. Let's now perform a small ritual. Find a quiet space. Light a candle. Optional. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Place your hands over your heart and say aloud or mentally, "I now open myself to my purest intuition. I trust in the wisdom of the source. May truth guide me with love, clarity, and peace. May my healing come from above to serve all who find my path." Remain in silence for 5 minutes. Afterwards, write down everything you felt, saw, or heard. Invitation. Intuition is the language of the soul. It doesn't replace knowledge, it transcends it. It is the touch of the source saying, "I am with you. Let me guide you." As a spiritual healer, cultivating your intuition means becoming more and more a channel of the divine. It is allowing light to speak through you, heal through you, and transform the world around you. In our next lesson, we will go even deeper. Healing emotional traumas and blockages, an energetic approach. If this lesson touched your soul in any way, leave your comment. Share this content with someone you feel needs to hear it. And remember, healing begins within. With love, presence, and light. Noah Smith.